friends. Welcome to the Stamper Studio. My name is Lisa Schmidt and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Oh, did you see this nice necklace? Dave brought this home today for me and said I could wear it with my students. I got to show you something here. So this would not be the one to wear with them. I don't even know. You can't even see it. That's blinking super fast. Or that one. We don't need that. All right. And then I've got my little Santa hat on. So we are going to, tonight I want to show you a couple cards. I did not say my name. I am Lisa Schmidt. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. My dear sweet husband, Dave, and I do this. He's behind the scenes, and then I do the creating, and he does the creating technologically. So, hi, Tina. Whew, no snow outside here. I don't know how it is where you're from, but oh my goodness, there is nothing.
Sandy has a necklace just like that.
I see that. All right, so I'm going to show you some things from the new, it's a Sale-a-bration item, and you know that I can't show you what's inside this, but this will be available January 4th to February 29th. So I want to show you this absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous paper.
So this year's leap year, so you get an extra day to buy.
Oh, there we go. Leap year. Okay. So come on down here and we'll look at this. I've showed it to you before, but it's just so pretty. It bears looking at again. So this is called Flight and Airy. Flight and Airy. Look at the watercolory birds. I just think they're so very, very pretty. And then we've got these larger.
Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Diane.
Birds. When Laverne watches, she likes fat birds. She calls these fat birds. I'm like, I don't call anything fat.
They're fluffy.
They're fluffy. Here's another. Oh, I didn't show you the back of that one. So that one's they're mostly like solids or patterns, but it's very pretty. I love the yellow and the blue. Well, that's a pretty one with the green and the. What green is this? I would say it's Lost Lagoon.
Lost Lagoon.
Yep. And then this one is very pretty also.
I have to say this paper, you could make really nice gift bags like you made on Saturday.
Yeah, I brought one to show, the one I made with this, but isn't this, it's just so pretty. It's like watercolory and I just really, really like it. And then we've got a whole sheet of, this has watercolory on the back, whole sheet of the big birds. Fluffy.
Hey, Patty.
Fluffy
hey,
birds.
Ramona.
Oh, that's pretty too. Look at that.
And Kathy.
So, wow, everybody's coming in. Good. Awesome. So beautiful, beautiful paper. Free for you with any $50 purchase. And it's called Flight and Airy.
So during Sale-a-bration,
yeah.
which starts January 4th.
Okay. So we're going to make a card using, I'm going to use boho blue. And so I'm just going to fold that in half. That's our standard half sheet of
Hi, Trudy.
Cardstock. Trudy, how are you? Trudy's our neighbor.
We almost stopped in the other day because we haven't seen you in forever.
I wanted to make sure you're okay. All right. I like to score that and give it a nice crisp fold there. And can you see that? I just put lotion on, so I see some little bit residue there, but that's okay. It will be a soft, sweet card. Ha, 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 ha. I'm going to use this Distressed Tile 3D embossing folder. I can't remember if it's in the catalog or if it's new on the, Dave's going to look it up and let us know. But it is just so pretty. Look at the, let's see if we get the light just right. It's just really pretty because some of it is blank. Some of it has this pattern or texture. So I'm going to put this on first here. Make sure my card's opening the right way. We'll stick that right there. Just nice to have a little texture underneath. And this is just cut a 1/4 inch further in. Okay, we'll see you in January. Good. I'm going to hold you to that. And I'm going to use, we could either use, this is Highland Heather, and this one is our Seafoam. So we can use one of those. I'm going to punch out our bird. So the bird is going to get punched out of our decorative circle. Are you looking for the one I'm doing? This one right here. Okay. Decorative circle, this one right here. So you can see I've already made some cards with it because it's so pretty. It's just, it begs to be used. So, and even if the bird is all the way on the side like that, I think it's okay. It doesn't have to be centered because every single bird can't be centered, right? And if I wanted to move it over just a little bit, I actually could go in from this side.
The new one.
In a moment, my hands are full. I could go in from this side And then I can move him a little bit up, a little bit down. I'm going to do it right there. That looks like a really good spot. What did you want?
The
This?
new catalog.
Okay. There you go. All right.
Someone has taken mine.
Someone has taken yours. That would be me. All right. So this is our focal point, and we can either do sea foam on it, or we can do lavender. Dave, look up and see. I kind of like the lavender. It has a little bit more definition than the sea foam.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then we actually are going to use the same boho blue and just do a little piece across here with our little bird like that. And this is, I did die cut this out of the Stitch Circle. Oh, no. Not Stitch Circle, which are the ones I love, use all the time.
Stylish Shapes.
Stylish Shapes. Why can't I remember that? Like Dave remembers that. I can't remember it. It's one they use all the time. But first I'm going to go ahead and stamp a little sentiment here. And the sentiment, I'm going to just use a little thank you. I think it's a thank you. It might be a hello. I just need to find my little stamp. It's problem. Oh, here it is.
Okay, so that 3D embossing folder
This one
is Distress Tile, and it's in the current mini, which means you need to order
Oh, gotcha.
it before this one goes away.
The current mini. And
so it's right here.
no, I understand that. The current mini. I just wanted to, what page is
Page
it on?
75.
75. I just want to see if it's staying or going away. That's what I was kind of looking at. Page
Did you mark yours?
75. Nope, this is it's right here. That's on page 43. So it is staying. Woohoo! So that's good. Still would want to order it if you want it, but that's definitely staying. That's what I was looking at, Dave, because everything I have stay or go or whatever is happening. Okay, back to this. We're going to stamp a little thanks. And this thanks actually comes from the seasonal branches, which has a bird, which made me think of this stamp set. And I was like, oh, that little thanks would be perfect. So I'm going to stamp a little thanks on here. And I was thinking black seemed a little sharp. So I'm actually just going to try espresso this time and see if we can get it just a little bit, a shade lighter. Let's stamp that little thanks right there. Sit straight. I'm going to stamp it one more time. And I actually have one more strip. Anytime I use little strips like this, I always, and one word, I kind of plan on potentially stamping it a few times because I think it's kind of hard to get it straight.
Oops.
Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to put this on here, kind of down there.
Typo in my comment. It is a 3D embossing folder, not a 2D embossing folder.
Yeah,
just so you know.
What would a 2D be?
I'm not sure, but.
All right. That's funny. All right, so we're going to go ahead and attach all this together, and it just makes a really pretty card. So let's stick this on. Which thanks did I want?
Kathy says the paper is so pretty and
Isn't
likes
it?
the color choices.
Oh my goodness. And when I'm done with this, I'll pick it back up and show you what the what Stampin' Up! Says the colors are on it, which always makes it easy to use. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and stick this on first, and then we'll pop this whole piece up. But
I'm not usually the one to say this, but is that straight?
Which part?
The thanks.
The
straight.
thanks or the blue?
The blue across. Yeah, it is. Sorry.
That's
At the angle
okay.
I was looking, it looked a little crooked.
You are not usually the one to say that. But
I know.
Usually you're
That's
like,
why.
just keep going. All right, I'm going to take the edge of my dimensionals because then I can get, it's a pretty big piece here. Remember, that's the...
Let's see, edges. Never knew you'd use those.
Hush.
Lisa uses those all the time.
Probably first.
Probably more than the
dimensionals.
Dimensionals.
Well, if you use a big thing like this, you could use that because then you don't have to. It looks like a Jaws mouth. Because then you don't have to put all those little stickers on.
So most of you know you can use things for different purposes. So this year, as I was hanging up the light up snowflakes in our upstairs window, they're held up by dimensionals.
So there we go. I think my thanks should be over just a tiny bit, but I can't seem to find that other. Oh, here it is. I did find it. So I'm going to, it needs to be a little bit further to the left. So let's just try one more time or two. No promises. You know what? It's hard with the light. That's what well, we'll just make excuses. There we go. I like that one better. So I didn't push down my little paper all the way.
You also could have snipped the paper in the middle, slid it over a little bit.
I did that with a different one. You are correct. I did do that with one before that I made, which I will show you in a moment. But let's go ahead and I feel like I have to double check myself. My husband's questioning my straightening skills.
No.
Just kidding. All right. So we'll go ahead and put that
I'm usually
there.
the one saying, just leave it.
I
just
know,
leave
I
it."
know. But look how pretty it is. And then, of course, if you wanted to add a little either gems or if you wanted to add some twine, I was thinking this is bringing in a third color. I don't usually bring in 3 colors, but we certainly could if we wanted to add a little bit something more.
Personally, I think the third color often takes it up that last notch.
Oh, interesting. Well, keep talking because we can't add the third color until we can get this open.
4 colors sometimes gets a little busy, but
There you
3
go.
colors, that third little accent, I like.
Okay, there are times when I've done this and then I regret it, but I'm going to do
Yes.
it. What's that?
Yes.
Yeah, because I pull it out of the middle and then I'm like, oh dear.
You're going to end up with a little piece somewhere.
Yeah,
but
that's okay. That's okay. All right, let's go ahead and how many of you have your Christmas cards out? Oh, Sandy uses dimensionals to keep her candles straight. Well, that's sure
Nice.
smart. And with the twine, sometimes you even I double it to get it a little bit thicker, but I think this is a kind of a delicate pattern. And so I think that'll look just lovely. Yeah, I think that looks great. We'll grab a little glue dot here and stick that on and we are good to go. I mean, I love, stick it on. Let's go back. We are going to stick it on and then we are good to go. And I'm going to put it right down here. I love fancy and different fun folds, but I also like sometimes just a little bit of a simpler card. And this is simple in that I can use punches, which makes it, these are not the scissors.
Tina's cards were sent the first week in December.
Say it again.
Tina's cards were sent the first week in December.
Wow. Good for you. Okay. Did you have something for us,
You
Dave?
know how the carpenter's house is always falling apart and the shoemaker's kids have bad shoes? Yeah, our cards usually go out.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Shortly before Christmas.
All right. So don't go away yet. So here's another one I made. I used the yellow. They said that one of the colors is Daffodil Delight. So let's look here. It says boho blue, bubble bath, calypso coral, crumb cake, daffodil delight, flirty flamingo, fresh freesia, garden green, lost lagoon, misty moonlight, pecan pie, and soft sea foam.
So you can put almost anything.
Pretty much anything. So
anything but the brights, you know.
Yeah. Well, but it does have the daffodil.
Oh, that's true.
And then I made another one just using a different ribbon. I actually really like the yellow, this little yellow ribbon there, or twine. So there we go. Okay.
All right, so a couple things to share with you. First off, as you know, we frequently tell you about the Refuge Little Falls. Many of you have been there. That's been so fun to have you there.
That.
And so coming up, we have our next hosted retreat is in January, and we just have a couple spots left. So if you want to take a break after the holidays, come up, do some crafting, let us take care of you. Join us. I'm just going to click in.
We are really good at taking care of people. I'm just going to tell you that.
So January is the 19th to the 21st. The cost is $170. You get to stay at the Refuge in one of our beautiful floral themed rooms. You get your dedicated craft space in the craft studio, 5-foot table, really super sturdy tables. Literally, I stand on them. They're that sturdy.
Yeah, you did stand on it, didn't you?
And we take care of all the meals for you. We offer a little extra project when we have our Stampin' Friends up there. So January 19th to the 21st is our next one coming up. Now, want to let you know, you hear us talk about Paper Pumpkin. Paper Pumpkin is
we used to talk about it more. I feel
the
like we don't talk about
program
it very much.
that you can subscribe. You can subscribe for just 1 month. You can subscribe ongoing, whatever the case may be. But you get a kit sent to you with everything you need to make the projects. So
this is the first time Stampin' Up! Is showing us ahead of time.
Yep.
So January, lovely lavender. You can see sweet springtime in February, and then memorable meadows. So we've never had this before.
Right.
So this is kind of exciting to be able to see ahead. I'm sorry, Dave, go ahead.
So I just wanted to let you know, in January, it is featuring lovely lavender. And you can subscribe anytime starting now through January 10th is the deadline to sign up for it. Now, I will tell you that this Paper Pumpkin is going to coordinate with an absolutely stunning suite that is in the new catalog.
That is arriving on Wednesday here.
That's arriving on Wednesday. We'll be able to give you a sneak peek of that. But just if you've ever thought about Paper Pumpkin and thought, well, maybe I'd like to give it a try, I would highly recommend the January one, especially with the coordination in with the Perennial Lavender Sweet Collection that's coming in the new catalog. So just something to think about. As with everything, go to thestamperstudio.com. If you want to sign up for Paper Pumpkin, we have a button for that. You can just go in and do that. If you want to sign up for the retreat at the refuge, you can do that. Or all the way at the top, when January 4th comes and you can finally order from the new catalog, right here, come to thestamperstudio.com, click on order Stampin' Up! Products, and boom, you are off to the races.
Boom, you are there. So I wanted to say, with Paper Pumpkin, a couple other things that I really like is it has everything in it. So if you have a friend or somebody who's a new stamper or a non-stamper yet, they don't stamp yet, that's like the perfect gift to give them, because then you give that to them. They have everything they need.
Comes with cardstock, accessories,
envelope,
stamps,
everything,
ink,
everything,
the whole 9 yards.
The whole thing. So anyway, that's a great thing. And then for me, I like to take Paper Pumpkin when I go in the car or when I'm going on a drive, because then I have everything. I know I have everything, and then I can take it and make it. So just a little plug there. I am going to make one more card, and this one, actually, we just went to the gym. So we were, it was a weightlifting class, and somewhere in that class, my brain said, what if you did this? And so then I was thinking about this. So that's weird, but that's what happened. So we're going to make one more, 5 1/4, 5 1/2, 5 1/2. So this one, we're going to cut the other way. So it's still a half sheet of cardstock, score it at 5 1/2, as you just saw. I really do like to score it, because sometimes when you don't score it, it like crinkles on the fold, and I just don't like that. All right, so this 3D embossing folder that I'm going to use this time, it's also, this one is in the Everyday catalog. It's called Exposed Brick.
Love exposed brick.
I know, isn't that? I just think it's a cool look. It's kind of that shabby chic look. Did I say it right?
Chic.
Dang it. Dave was like, I hope that stamp set goes away, because I just can't never. Okay, chic, shabby chic. Shabby chic. There we go. Okay. All right. So I'm going to start the same way, just using that 3D embossing folder. And then I'm going to use punches again, because we can, right? So I'm looking, I have my 2 3/8 inch punch. This is in the Everyday catalog. I have my 2-inch punch, which is online, not in the catalog, but a 2-inch punch. And I love punches because they're kind of quick and easy sometimes. So let's go ahead. I have a brown ink open. I'm going to move that. So I'm going to do the large. Let's see where I want to put this. Can't go that way. I think I'm going to put it kind of there. Yeah, I'm going through 2. And then that's the larger one, right? So I'm going to take a piece of Lemon Lolly. Now I know Lemon Lolly is not one of the colors they mentioned, but I personally think Lemon Lolly looks good with this. Almost better than
any pastel.
Yeah, better than the Daffodil Delight. So I'm choosing Lemon Lolly. And I don't think there's a color police that's going to come after me. But this is going to end up going right. Shut up.
Shelley Gardner's at the door.
I would love that. Can you even imagine? No, I cannot imagine. I'm going to stick this inside here so we can continue on. Thank you for that little police noise. Yeah, life is not dull here at the Schmidt home, in case you're ever wondering. Okay, so I'm going to take this little yellow. Now, it's the same size, right? So I'm going to fit in there, because that's where it came out of.
We know.
What?
Because we know.
Because we know. Because we know what?
Because we know it's the right size, because it came right out of the same punch.
You're in rare form tonight. Okay, let's go ahead and put that in. And pick it up around it. And then, and you also have this extra that you could use for something. Who knows? But we're going to go ahead and punch out again. And I think, let's see if we can find a different paper, because that paper is so pretty. But let's see if we can find a different one. We could do those.
I saw one time where someone punched those 2 layers separately, and I think that's just way too much work. Punching through the 2 layers together like you did, much better.
Well, if you punch them separately, then it's harder to make sure you get them lined up. I'm going to use this guy because he does have yellow in him. And so I'm going to choose to use him because I think he looks cute. All right. So this is going to sit right in there. And then I've got that little border, but it's inside. I don't know. It's kind of like a little trick. Kind of different. And again, I'm going to use the border. Make fun of me if you
Little
want
window
to.
into the wild.
Well, I don't know how wild the bird is, but it is a
lives
window.
In the wild.
What?
It lives in the wild.
This one probably lives in our backyard.
It's wild.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. I just thought that was kind of pretty, like to layer it like that. And then I'm going to take my little yellow twine. Can you grab me a pair of scissors so I don't have to struggle with those other scissors again?
Those don't work.
Nope. Oh dear. This is why I don't like doing what I did. I know it wasn't right. Oh, there is Shirley Gardner at the door. Because the doorbell just rang. All right, now that I'm back on track, I'm going to take it from here, but he's still going to get me some scissors. I'm going to wrap. Oh, well, I don't know who. Thank you. Did your mom ever tell you don't throw scissors? Sheesh. I'm actually going to do this twice so that I have a double bow here. I just want to make sure I have enough. So I'm going to do that and take a little more. Maybe somebody dropping off Christmas presents. Who knows? I'm just kidding. I have no idea who's here. All right, so we're going to tie this around here because we've got that little space now, especially with this on the left, right side. The other thing is if I did that, if I had done the card this way, I could have gone in from the top and it could have been here. You goofball. Who was it? Shelley Gardner. Hi. Shelley Gardner is this, she's the past CEO.
The founder of,
yes.
The co-founder of Stampin' Up.
Yes.
It was not Shelley Gardner. It was our butter braid delivery from the neighborhood baseball team.
Oh, I don't even remember what kind we got, but we could serve that at the refuge also.
Exactly.
I'm going to tie this into a knot because I cannot tie it tight enough while making my little bow.
So tie a knot first and then bow.
Yeah, knot and then bow, yes, because I've got just a little itty bitty thing here. All right, we got this. I can do it. I'm going to leave it like that for right now. I'll fix it after. And then to put my little words on, I thought, well, that'd be cute. I could just still use the lemon lolly, and I could use that thanks, stamping it in, probably going black this time. Green would look great. The garden green would look good. I'm just going to stamp that like that. And if you stamp it first and then cut it, it's always going to be straight, right? So let's just get in here because I'm going to make a little pennant with it. Can you see that? Make a little pennant on it. All right, so let's go ahead. I am not going to cut those with my scissors. What am I thinking? Because then it for sure is not going to be straight. I'm going to go here, a little smaller, and then here.
And that's the Banner's Pick-a-Punch.
It is. Oopsie. Oh, dear. Oh, me, oh, my. I cut too close. Oh, dear. Is that Eeyore? I haven't watched any Winnie the Pooh in a long time. I'm going to give myself a little more space. How about that? But I stamped. I jumped. Oh, my goodness. Stop.
Slow down.
Slow down. Okay, ink.
Sort of like a sniper. You line it up. You breathe out.
Oh, my goodness. David Schmid. David Henry Schmid. We do not know anything about snipers. Oh, what the heck?
Speak for yourself.
Oh my goodness. That's too much of that show you're watching. I don't like that show. All right. And I'm going to turn it around this way this time instead of trying because then I can see I've really got it on there. There we go. That is better. Straight. All right. So let's see. So now, obviously, I cut it small. So we'll see if we can put it in there. Yes, we can. Just get a little. But I want it smaller than that. So here's what I do. I call it an arm. I'm going to make a little arm and just stick it so I can stick it in further. A holder, an arm, whatever you want. I call it an arm. And I'm going to use that to stick it in a little bit further. I like to look at the bottom to make sure I've got it straight in the middle. One more. There we go. All right. There we go. We have a little arm. And I'm just going to trim this like there. And this little guy is going to sit right here. See, it just like it all, or it could go here. I kind of like it dangling.
Dangling.
All of this came to me as I was working out tonight. How bizarre is that? It's a little disconcerting, honestly. But some of the best thoughts come at the times when you don't expect them. So we'll just tuck that under there. A little thanks. I actually would have, anyway, blah, 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 blah. That's it. I'm not going to tell you what I would have done. I'm just going to do it, and that will be in the pictures.
Exactly. Looks good.
All right. Oh, my, Patty.
Snipe hunting.
So just another way to show off that bird and that designer series paper. I mean, when you have beautiful paper, let it do the work for you. There's no need to,
Hey, Mary Jo.
do different things. So I definitely like the yellow. I like the purple background. I like the lemon lolly, and that yellow is a little bit lighter. So anyway, that is our Flight and Airy. Flight and Airy. So 1 week from today is Christmas Day. That's like, wow, that's craziness. But it is. I hope you're ready. All right. And my lights are still going. So I hope you have, let's see. We will see you before Christmas. So we will see you on Saturday.
Yep.
Yes, that's before Christmas. So, all right. Well, we will
Wait.
plan.
But we will not be broadcasting next Monday because that's Christmas Day.
Right.
We're not going to broadcast on Christmas Day. So we'll see you on Saturday, and then we will not be back with you on Monday.
Okay. We didn't discuss that, but we certainly could do a Merry Christmas. Anyway, have a great week. It's Monday. We have, I don't know about you, but we have a couple days off because of Christmas. So I'm looking forward to that. If you're overwhelmed or stressed about Christmas cookies or cards, just take a deep breath and go stamp something that you want to create. And, oh, I forgot one thing I was going to show you, and just let that be it. So here's our little, I forgot to show you my little.
The down camera's still there.
The down camera's still here. So I forgot to show you my little bag with my little bird. I made this on Saturday. So if you want to see the dimensions on these little tiny bags, but yes, so very, very pretty. Okay. All right, friends. Well, I hope you have a great week. Can you come back up to me?
Trying. There we go.
I hope you have a great week, and I look forward to seeing you on Saturday. Make it a great week, right? It's our choice. So make it a great week, and I'll see you on Saturday. Happy stamping, friends.